I'm sorry? I have it, but you know what? I'm gonna let them read it, okay? Just for sake of time. The Legend of the Sand Dollar. I was gonna read it here, but it's in your program. And so you take that home and read it over. It's got a real nice message, and it'll direct your heart toward the Lord Jesus Christ. So we're going to listen to another song, and this particular song is sung by our own country band right here. The first Friday night. Anybody come to Country Gospel Night? You ever come to Country Gospel Night here? Well, okay, you have an invitation. The first Friday night of the month, we have a country gospel band here in the worship center. And, you know, can you imagine 500, 600, 700 people going to church on Friday night? Well, they do. They come. They have a great time. And we're going to listen to one of the songs, the country gospel band made a CD, and we're going to listen to the song, God's Amazing Grace.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. And I was lost, but now am found. Was blind, but now I see. 'Twas grace that taught my heart to fear, and grace my
gospel night, singing about the Lord, looking forward to that time when they too will be transferred from this life into the very presence of the Lord. It's interesting, those of us who live here on the Central Coast, I want to talk just briefly about heaven. I want to start out by talking about that Jeanie is safely home. She's safely home. When you travel the coast route from Los Angeles, you live here in the Central Coast, you get just south of Santa Maria, come over that last set of hills there, and you can see the lights of Santa Maria Valley. You kind of say in your heart, almost home, almost home. Or if you come down from the Bay Area, and you come down through Salinas and Paso Robles, and you come down that grade, when you get to the top of the grade, because we used to have to go up and take care of Yvonne's mom and dad up in the Bay Area before they passed away, and you get to the top of that grade, and you just say, yeah, I don't know, there's just an excitement that comes. You still got 15 miles to go, but just almost safely home. Safely home. God created us to be eternal the way He is. And in the original creation, there was no such thing as death and dying. But it's a very real thing to us now. And Jesus came into this world for one thing. He came to serve. And He came and He did many things, many healings, many wonderful things. Everything that He said, everything that He did was a manifestation, a revelation of His Father. Because He said, everything that I say to you, He says, my Father has given it to me. So, Jesus Christ came. He lived that perfect life. And then He died that perfect sacrifice on the cross of Calvary. And just before He breathed His last, He said, it is finished. We have recorded in the Gospels where when He was being crucified outside of the city of Jerusalem, because they didn't crucify within inside the city. They didn't want to contaminate the city. But Jesus, even though He was the perfect Son of God, He took Him outside of the city. And you might remember there were 3 being crucified that day. 2 of them were thieves, murderers. And they were receiving their just reward. And it's interesting the conversation that took place between these 2 criminals and Jesus. The one criminal cried out to Jesus and said, hey, I'll put it in today's vernacular, hey man, if you really are the Son of God, big shot, come down off that cross and save us and save yourself. Wow. And then the other criminal on the other cross, as best he could turn his head and looked over and spoke to the first criminal, and he said, don't you fear God at all? Don't you care? We're getting what we deserve, but this man has done nothing deserving of death. And then he turned to Jesus as best he could, and he